never see me, I look like bugs. Pound my friends in a big black truck. I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show in Ibiza, for my leisure. I don't do arguments in my relationships, I'm lit. You don't want me standing on this, then say something, I'm rich. It don't make no sense how I make this, I'm lit. I don't do two-face, and that's the face card on my wrist. She 808. 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 Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. Take my keys, I'm not going home. Please stop blowing up my celly phone. She 808. 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 I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back. I ain't giving nothing back, and I'm gone so far, I ain't coming back.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in.
Now from the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. They motion the slot man left. Purdy now on 2nd down. Ayuk makes the catch right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. That'll be a 1st down. A gain of 10.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll try the left side with McCaffrey. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he will score. Kyle Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the back line of the end zone, a surprise, he's bringing it out. And they'll show him the sideline, out of bounds, getting back to the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On the set. Here we go, set.
To throw is Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, then on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Right there, right there.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 39 yards. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. He is in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, Richardson. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try and run. Here's Taylor. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On fourth down, Richardson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll struggle to get positive yardage here, only up to about the 5. Here's a 2nd and 9. From back near the goal line, it's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Open man downfield is Kittle. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Nick Cross.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And that is incomplete. And Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
And he will have the first down. So they took a chance on 4th and 2. Didn't get it by much, but they do convert to keep the drive going. They'll go play act. Oh, the ball's out. The Niners have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does it?
Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Mustafa.
Intercepted by the Colts. They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Richardson. That is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
14, Colts 7.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see if we can come out with a hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Malik Mustafa there to bring him down. They'll go again here with Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down. Throwing, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down. Now Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Richardson to throw. they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
On play action, Richardson. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. From the gun. Oh, they are on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Niners have got it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
You could tell pre-snap the quarterback got the exact matchup he was looking for. His running back against the linebacker on a wheel route, and that is a matchup they are going to take all game long.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts 41-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy.
Well, Mike, this is not somebody that you're usually afraid of beating you with his legs, but every now and then he can do just enough to extend the play. That's exactly what he did here. Picks up enough yardage, converts the 1st down.
Let's go. A tight end in motion now. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw. And fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Purdy going to keep this one himself. And he's not going to get the 1st down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield. on 3rd and short.
Well, this is why the head coach makes the big bucks, Mike, to make decisions like that. I think at this point in the 3rd quarter, you have a chance to really make a statement by coming away with 6. I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going for it on here on 4th down. I'm being aggressive.
Purdy to throw for it on 4th down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. They'll roll out here with Purdy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a 1st down. Richardson gonna look to throw. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. A gain there of 27 yards.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught! And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come some danger when you throw back across, but in this case, it's a big completion.
And that is incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that 2nd down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what...
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown Indeed.
Harrison Davis on for the extra point.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
8 yards. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
3rd down, Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. That's number 40 on the season for him.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, 4th quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame him.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Now they face 3rd down and 7. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down.
60 Eagle, go!
They'll drop to throw. That ball intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
And he'll pick up 2, out to the 27. Second down and 8. Here's Richardson. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter? All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. They'll go with Taylor. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is 3rd down. Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now, a big spot coming here. This a potential game winner.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 49.
This is pretty high-level quarterback play right here. He knew before the snap, all he had to do was manipulate one defender with his eyes, and once he bit, ball comes out, on the money, big pickup.
A second down throw here for Purdy. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have... Now remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. So, ruled a touchdown originally. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Richardson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to force overtime. This one is good. So overtime coming up, not a playoff game, so a quick reminder of the rules. Each team gets one possession unless the opening. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll set up the screen to take. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their second.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, Richardson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
A run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped at about the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Richardson. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the 2-yard line yet again. What can they do on 3rd and goal? Throwing, Richardson. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. Greg and I back to search for a winner after this. A big call. They want to win it right here. 4th and goal. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of his end zone, it's Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. They'll work now on 2nd and 4th. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle on the right side. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
First rule of backed up offense, get the first down. The last thing you want to do, punt the ball back and give your opponent a short field. Mission accomplished. Now, can they maintain possession long enough to see if they can cap this drive off with some points?
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Well, fortunately for this quarterback, Mike, thanks to the alert play by one of his teammates, they're going to prevent this from being a turnover. It's just so hard as the quarterback. You're trying to keep your eyes downfield. You're trying to keep the plays alive. You have to feel the rush. You have to understand when that clock's going off. That ball either needs to come out or it certainly needs to be protected. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Richardson to throw it here on 1st down. This one intercepted. Picked up by Renardo Green. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Purdy now on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
On third down, it's Purdy. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down. The 49ers out for the punt. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. So, neither team able to break the deadlock of the overtime period. That's going to do it. This game ends in a tie. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL.